morning everybody. Okay, we're going to be doing reviews today on all the play items that we use for him in the lounge. Like you saw in the previous video, we use the activity center and his play gym and his Bumbo seats and stuff like that. And I'm just going to do a short review on what I think of them and how well they work for us and how often we use them. Then I'll also go over sort of like cleanability and how easy they are to clean and how difficult they are, and how much he enjoys them and how they keep him busy as well. Because you are the one who has to use all of them, hey? So yeah. Oh yeah, and somebody is teething. That is why the lovely wet chin. And I think those teeth are bothering him a lot today, because he's not being very happy anywhere except in Mommy's arms. Hi. Yeah. Say hi everyone. And as you can see, we've got our gas heater out here today because it is cold, and he does not enjoy being cold. He is very much like his father in that way. So there's several things on here. As you can see, several different play items, including a little piano that does light up and sing as well. I've added extra items to this, like the little dragon. I've just looped it on over the little flower, just to give him something extra because he loves his dragon. So we put dragon on, as well as this little girl here that comes with the play mat, as well as this thing over here that flips around, and this thing up here turns and everything. This little piano, as you can see, lights up and then it sings. This that he's sitting in also turns 360, so he can walk himself right around to the different toys he wants to play with. Under here we've got the stand that he can stand on and move himself around. There's different clips on here that you can then move to different levels. So as he gets taller, I can move it down until eventually he's on the actual floor itself. What's nice with this is that this piece here that he's standing on, when he's outgrown this portion of the play center, clips up here in the top. Yeah. So he can then use it as a table. Okay. Then he can also use this for when he starts walking and he starts, like, you know, wanting to hold onto something as he walks around. These things clip in here, and they clip in really, really sturdy, as you can see. These are not going to just be pushed off or pulled out by him. There's no way he's strong enough. No. Let's see if we can have a look under here. Here's where one of them clip in. You have to actually pinch it here and push it up to get it to unclip. So he's definitely not going to be able to unclip it himself. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you how this, I'm going to show you how this comes apart, and how it is also just as easy to wipe down and clean. So this top piece over here clips out under here at the bottom. Where is the clips now? Okay, so you clip out. Again, it's not that difficult to clip it out like the other things. It's just these pieces you have to push in. Unclipped it, it comes out, easy as that. Then if you have a look here, and it comes out, it's got these little tabs on it that clip into these little hooks on the side. So it just unhooks, and you just lift it out, and again you can just throw this in the washing machine to be washed, and then you can wipe down this as well. Then the little piano thing also unclips as well, so it can also be put here in the bottom as well. And then this little clear plastic piece, show you here, so they can then see into the bottom and see what they're playing with, and then it'll light up, and it encourages them to now try and stand on it to light it up. Bit of a story though that comes with this. This is the second one we actually have. The first one we ordered, when I took it out of the box, I'll actually insert the clip here. Oh no, what? It's broken. I took it out of the box, and this top piece was shattered. It wasn't even just like a little bit cracked, it was completely shattered. And this box was completely sealed, so it's very strange. I will say kids a lot. They were fantastic. We got hold of them immediately, and told them, listen, like this piece is cracked. We sent them a photo, and the guy said he's so sorry, he'll replace it immediately. And the next day, I think it was 3-4 o'clock, we got our replacement. So we gave them the broken one, and they gave this one to us, and they opened the box and checked that this piece was actually intact for us, so that we knew that we weren't getting another broken one, which was very, very nice of them. Thanks, God. So as I said, you can see through the top here, and this little piano can go down here. So again, it's electronic. Be careful. Don't just wipe it crazy with a very wet cloth. Take just a damp cloth and just wipe it down. With all these other surfaces as well, damp cloth on everything should work perfectly. I think these being very rubbery, they're like teething sort of rubber. They, I think, would be a little bit more difficult to just wipe down. So these, I think, you could scrub a little bit if you found that they were very dirty. Again, as I was showing you, these clip out, so you can clip them out individually and clean them. Just clips in. They can only clip one way around. There are, which was that? I'll show you. If you have a look here, can you see here there is an extra piece, so these can only clip in one way around. You cannot clip them another way around. So yeah, very easy. Okay, these clips over here, so they just press in, and you can lower them or press them up and get them up again. Obviously they go all the way down to the last little clip. Very easy. Then these here just push at the bottom and they unclip. So then you can unclip the bottom base to move it around. So I'll show you how this bottom base clips out and goes into the top. We turn it upside down, as you see here. So yeah, piano secure. Okay, and again, these clips clip in that way around, so you don't have any dangling going on in there. So they unclip, clip them in here at the bottom, like that. Easy enough. Then you take this and you clip it into the top. Okay, it doesn't clip in quite as easily as I thought it would. So then you have to give it a bit more force. Okay, one more clip. Just be very careful you don't pinch fingers and stuff. Okay, this is not clipping in as easily as I thought it would. But anyway, you can sort of get the idea. It clips in, and now, ta-da, it's a table. Okay, so in this shot, you can see he was very little at this point. We've got him lying down, and the little thing is going across, over, and above him, which, like, as you can see, he starts trying to follow it. Then here, you can see it's going the other way around. He's also watching it. We've got the little dragon on here that he likes playing with. Then here you can actually see the little car. We've got a little bat on there that we got from Tiny Love. And yeah, here you can actually see the little car moving up and down. And it's got a little trigger on it that makes it go from one side to the other. Then if you remember from my previous video, this is now of course the mat being used for tummy time, with a little car in front to encourage him to want to be on his tummy and to lift up. I've also obviously got the mirror in front of him as well, which also helps him to want to stay on his tummy. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you how this comes apart so you can put it in the washing machine and wash it. This is just velcroed on, so you can just take the velcro tabs off. This thing here at the bottom, there's a little magnet that comes off and slides on. When it's on the floor, like it was now for tummy time, it clips here in the end so the car can freely move up and down on the track. This is used more for obviously when it goes above here, so that it's got something to dangle and it can move up and down like that. And then this again just easily wipes down and easy peasy to clean. Then this is very easy to come off, as well as this actually stands and is easy to put away. All the toys that come with this easily fit inside here, so you can strap it up, put the strap over like this, Velcro, and it's closed and ready to be stored away. So very quick and easy to store away as well. Also, just as easy to take everything off and wash it. So there's just a Velcro tab here at the bottom that you just take up. There's also one here by the handle. You just take that off and it slips up and over. Same with the other side again. Velcro at the bottom, Velcro at the top, and it slides off. Okay, so there you go, all done. These then you can just wipe down with a damp cloth. If you find that the white is like very dirty, you can scrub it a bit more. It is just like foam inside. Just make sure it dries very well and doesn't sit wet for too long. So I would recommend doing it on a day where you've got sun, so you can wash it, put it out in the sun, and it dries within a few hours. Then this is now all taken off. This is also how you use it as just a functional play mat. So this is the third function that you will use on this. Obviously we're not going to be using it like that for a while because we're still using the other functionalities of this mat. Okay, so just make sure all the Velcro is attached so that you don't have to worry about it snagging on anything in the machine. Then as far as the toys that come with it, so like this rattle that comes with it and this mirror that comes with it, these I just will hand wipe down and wash and scrub. The little felt pieces that are around this, I also just scrub them clean. The white is a bit more difficult obviously to keep clean, but I'd try my best. I'll also use Vanish on this to get it white. Same with this, the felt pieces that are around this, I'll also just use a bit of Vanish on them just to help scrub them clean. But then these toys, the soft toys, I take these off obviously because they don't need to go in the washing machine, and then I put these into a pillowcase, and the reason for that is then they don't get snagged on anything. You can just put them in the case and you know that they're going to be safe. That way they're not also going to get snagged in the washing machine or anything like that. And then as well, because I use the turbo spin function on my washing machine, also having them in the pillowcase will also keep them a bit safer when you do the turbo spin. I know you probably shouldn't, but the thing is that I use the turbo spin because then things dry faster, and especially now in winter where things just take forever to dry, this just makes things so much easier. Alright, so now that you've packed everything up, you just take it, chuck it in the washing machine, and you're ready to go for that to be washed. So just a disclaimer, none of these things are sponsored. These are all my own opinions. If any of these companies would like to sponsor me, I won't say no. But yeah, none of these are sponsored. Okay, here's his Bumbo seat. It's got this clips here that you can clip him in, which is nice because then I don't have to worry about him falling out of this completely, or at a later stage learning to climb out of it on his own. Okay, there he is, all clipped in. And here at the back, this comes out here and turns into a tray that clips in over there. So nice and sturdy little tray. And then what I tend to do is I put a few playthings on here, and then he sits here and he plays for a bit as well. Okay, the two things I put on here are his rattle and this little guy, and he's got the crinkly paper stuff in there to keep him busy. There you go, Nana. So yeah, what's nice about this is also at the bottom it's got the little grip, so it is very sturdy on the carpet, and even on like a tiled floor or anything like that, it's also very, very sturdy. And then this grey piece here actually comes out, so when he gets too big to have this piece in, then we can just lift it up and take it out. It's also got these clips on for later on when we use this for feeding at a table. I'll actually use this as his portable like high chair. So if we go to my parents or my husband's parents or friends or whatever, I'll actually take this with me to feed him in, so that he's always used to feeding in a chair. So at home we'll use the high chair, but I think when we go out to people we use this because it's very easy to just pack up and put in the car quickly. And then these are used to strap this onto a chair so it doesn't move as well. So he's safe in there. Obviously with adult supervision, I'm not just going to put him in the chair by himself. So yeah, that's this, and I'm really glad we got it. It was a bit pricey, I won't lie. We did get it on special at least. My husband won't buy anything unless it's on special. So yeah, if I remember correctly, we got this from Baby City on special. As you can see, this is very interactive. He wants me to put it on, and he's learned that if I throw it off, Mommy will pick it back up and put it on the table again. And he'll get very cross if I leave it off. So yeah, he's gotten very clever with this. I do sometimes, like this has one of the these on it, and what I'll do is I'll actually hook it here onto his strap so he can't actually throw it away from himself. Bless you, bless you. Oh, there's three today. So yeah, I'll get clever with that, and I'll actually hook it on so he can't throw it off, and it's always with him, which makes a little less work for me. I'm going to show you how the Bumbo seat comes apart so that you can also wipe it down and then also use it for its other functionalities. And then I will show you how side clips work on a chair so that you can make it a booster seat for them to eat at the table. Okay, so this comes apart very easy. Lift it out like this. These pieces here just push in. Alright, so push out that one. Push out that one, and this rubber piece is out. Okay, so I'm probably going to keep this in the Bumbo seat for quite a while, just because I find the padding in it is really nice, and the plastic in of itself, even though it's nice and rounded, so there's no obviously sharp edges or anything for your little ones to hurt themselves on, it's hard. And I don't personally like sitting on hard plastic, so I'm not going to expect my little guy to sit on hard plastic. So this will probably have this in it until he really can't fit anymore. He can't fit into it anymore with this in it. So yeah, this then you can obviously take out, wash, soap and water, easy peasy, dry it off. Same with the seat itself. You can very easily just wipe it down, wash it, and off you go. Because I'm also going to be using this for him to be eating in, I'm worried about the white and it staying white. So I would have preferred if Bumbo could have come out with maybe a darker color. I know the inside you can get pink and blue, and I think there's another color, but the outside is always white, and I would prefer that if this was a different color, because then it wouldn't get as well, it would get dirty, but it wouldn't stain or get dirty as quickly as white would. So, just a thought. But I love it anyway. As I showed you here, this is where the little tray gets stored. It just easily pops out of here. You don't need to obviously use this. This is just for the clipping onto the front here. So it clips in like I showed you, and it clips out with that little clip at the bottom. Easy peasy. Then here on the side, I told you guys about the clips that come out. So this one goes under the chair, and then the one obviously to the side clips out, and this goes around the back of the chair. You can lengthen them depending on if you need the extra length to go around the back of a chair. Depends on obviously what chair you're using. I am going to get one of our dining room chairs, which are plastic chairs at the moment, and put this on that one. And then we do have a wooden chair as well, and I'll also put it on that one so you can see how it works on both of the chairs. Okay, so here is one of our plastic garden chairs. I'm going to quickly strap it up to show you how it straps up. So obviously, okay, it does fit at the bottom, so you can clip it quite nicely. I would like it a bit tighter than that because I find that's very loose. So just tighten it on that side. And again, tighten it on this side. until you're happy with how tight it is. I'm going to tighten it a little bit more. I think tighten it as much as this can. Alright, so that's fairly stable. Then around the back, again, clips together, and then you can tighten it again on both sides. Okay, I would want this a bit tighter. I find that this is not as tight as I'd like it to be, but it's not going to just fall off. It's fairly secure there on the chair. Plop your little guy in here, and then obviously strap him up as well. So you've got the seat straps over here. Okay, like I showed you before, you just clip them in, and off you go. Now obviously until they're too big enough to reach the dining room table, you can put the tray on the front. But once they're big enough to actually reach the table, then you can just put them in this and in front of the table. You don't have to have the tray on. Hey monkey, do you like being so high? Hey, do you like being so high? Okay, now I'm going to attach it to one of our wooden chairs, and yeah, I don't think it'll be any different. It might be actually a bit looser, I'm thinking, because this obviously has a lot more space it has to get around. But now you can also see how much length they give you. I don't know what chair they're thinking you're going to put this on that needs that much length, but anyway. Okay, here's one of our wooden chairs. Obviously the Bumbo fits more securely on here because it doesn't have the dip like the plastic chair does. So again, just clip the bottom. Clip. Okay, this is much looser and you cannot tighten it more than this. So yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that, but very little I can do with that. We turn it around and it clips here. Again, very loose, but I don't think it's going to, again, because it's got those little grippy feet, it's not really going to be able to push too far forward anyway, and this is going to stop it from toppling off the front, which is your biggest concern. So it's not so bad. I guess like these straps, even though they are very loose, they are there to stop it from sliding off. So if it goes that way, that's as far as it can go. If it goes that way, again, that's as far as it can go. Obviously, if your child is going to sit in it, it's going to go that way and they're going to put too much effort. Any chair is going to fall over. So again, watch them very carefully. And yeah, again, you can use the little tray that goes on the front for while they're still little, like this little guy. And then once they get big enough to sit in one of these at the table, because then it's just used as a booster seat. And then, yeah, you can just put them at the table secured onto the chair so that they can eat with you like a big person. Okay, so yeah, now I showed you how to use this. And I've shown you how it comes apart and how easy it cleans. And then it does work both on a normal wooden dining room chair as well as the plastic chairs that I know a lot of our South Africans have outside. Yeah. So yeah, I've shown you the activity gym and how easy it is to take apart and clean, the play mat, and yeah, those things are really super easy to do. See, my only issue with this is the strap. I feel is a little bit too long, but it's not a major issue. Activity gym, like I showed you how difficult the table is to sort of clip into the top. Yeah, I think once you clip it into the top, it's going to stay there. And if you want to constantly change between the two, that's going to be a bit of a mission. So I think once you decide on one, keep it like that for a while and then move it up to the next one. Because he's obviously not going to be using the table anytime soon. He's still too little. So we will be keeping it like this until the time comes for it to be changed. But yeah. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gave you a lot of information on the different things we're using. The activity center unfortunately at the moment is not available anymore on either Take-A-Lot or Kids-A-Lot where we found it. So yeah, you can search around on the internet. You can look for the brand Skip Hop, which is what this is actually based off of. Like I told you, you can find a Skip Hop. We do get them here, but they're off these sites that I don't really trust, and I don't know how well they deliver, or how long they take to deliver, or how authentic this stuff is. So they do have them, but they're very expensive. I think you're looking at 2,500 to 3,000 rand for one, which is nowhere near what we paid for ours. But yeah, who knows? Maybe Take a Lot and Kids a Lot will be getting more of those tables in soon. I think they might just be waiting for stock because, as you know, with us being in lockdown, we've gotten very little international deliveries and stuff. So maybe from the 1st of June, they'll get more stock in. I don't know. Yeah, the Yookidoo playmat we got from Take a Lot, but it was gifted to us by my sister-in-law. And then the Bumbo seat we got from Baby City, like I said, on special. So I have linked all of these down below. So go have a look and let me know in the comments what you think about them, if you've used them or not, and if you're looking at even getting one for yourself, for your little one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back again for my next video. Bye guys.